Alright, now it's time to do the movie review for the Santa Claus 2. Let's go ahead and start it. Yep, the history on the Santa Claus 2, it first hit theaters in November 1st, 2002, and then it hit VHS and DVD. Yep, on VHS solo and on two different DVD formats on November 18th, 2003, and it was released on a 3 DVD set in 2007. And then it was released onto Blu-ray for the first time for its 10th anniversary in 2012, along with, well, the first and the third film. Yep. Well, when this one turned 10 years old, and then, of course, it's in the same one with the other Santa Claus movies, and you can also get another version of the trilogy. So, yep, that was the very short history. Now let's look at this for the stuff on the Santa Claus 2, then we'll get on with the plot of this sequel. Yep, same old stuff. Here's bonus features on Santa Claus 2. And the rating for the Santa Claus 2 is rated G. And it's 105 minutes for the second film. Yep, there it is. Similar to the first one, except it has the number 2. And, yep, let's get in with the plot of the Santa Claus 2. It's been 8 years since Scott Calvin has been doing the mantle of Santa Claus for the past 8 years, and he's been loving it. But there's been problems going on recently. Not only did his son Charlie end up on this year's naughty list, like for the Christmas in this movie on the naughty list, but he also has to get married to a woman so he can remain Santa Claus forever and ever. Otherwise, if he doesn't, he'll lose his job as Santa forever. So, yep, in order to do that, Scott uses a machine to duplicate himself so that he can let someone else take his place while he has to go see his son Charlie and find a woman to date and get married. And then, of course, they just have to get back into the North Pole, and because the toy Santa has been doing bad stuff up at the North Pole. And yeah. And of course, he marries Charlie's school principal, Carol Newman. So the new face, played by Mrs. Elizabeth Mitchell. And yeah. So yep, that's the basic plot of the Santa Claus 2. So what do I think of this sequel? Obviously the same things I gotta say for the first one. Everything else is... well, everything's the same. The screenplay's great. Cast does an amazing job. Some of them from the original do an amazing job and still do an amazing job. Even some new faces for Elizabeth Mitchell playing the school principal Carol Newman, and even she eventually playing Mrs. Claus. And yeah. And yep, all the other cast do an amazing job. And the music does an amazing job. So yep, I say the Santa Claus 2, well, it's, well, anyway, sorry about that, guys. I just had to pause for a second. So anyways, what was I trying to say about what's good about this movie? Oh yeah, that's what I was trying to say, yeah. The musical numbers are great, because what do you expect from every Christmas movie? You know, everything else was amazing. So yep, I think the Santa Claus 2 is worth a watch. To every fans of Disney out there, or just Tim Allen fans in general. it's worth as watching as the first. So, yep. If you guys out there have not seen the Santa Claus 2, I recommend it. But if you guys out there have seen it, then hooray. Excuse me. But yep, that's going to be everyone for this movie review on the Santa Claus 2. And now, we just have one more Santa Claus movie review left to go, guys. And that is the final one, the Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. So yep, stick around for that movie review right now, guys. Up next.